Welcome to RaiGurukul.com. In this video, we'll discuss about RFP process creations in Jira. Let's consider you are a solution-based company or you're working in solution-based company. Regularly, you have to share the RFP with your clients. In that case, how you will manage it? Maybe if you're working into the admin sections or if you're working into the finance department, regularly you have to share with your client. In that case, sometimes you might miss your requirements, but by using some tools, you can make your life easier. You don't forget anything and everything will go smoothly and process is complete streamlined. So here I will explain you how you can build the smooth pipeline for creations till delivery of your RFP. Now, for this, we are going to use Jira, and whenever you create a project, navigate it to the templates, and from template sections, select RFP. So here I will just add RFP project, and in this case, either you can use team manage or company manage, totally up to you. However you want, you can use it. Click on create. This will navigate it to the board where you can add the complete RFP process or see complete RFP process. Now, here you can see we have the create options. Here you can add the RFP customer name, or if you want, you can add the bigger point, and under that you can add these smaller actions. Let's consider I'm creating from here. So I am having just one field. If you want, we can even modify it. But if you want to learn how we can add more number of fields in this sections, feel free to add in the comment sections. I will be happy to create one video for you or share the link with you how you can add it. Now, here you can define the summary or the name of your RFP. Let's consider I wanted to go ahead with client name, or the RFP name is my client name. In that case, let's consider I am working with the Citibank. Here I will add Citibank. Due date, what is the due date? I will define it. Let's consider I have to submit this RFP process by 29th of June. Here I will describe everything and assign it to the team member with whom I wanted to finish this. In this case, I will assign the team and priorities because this is sooner. Here, I will add the highest critical. So these informations are easier where we can select it and click on create. Now you can see this RFP is added where we have the due date. Let's consider the creation has started and I assign to someone, then I will move into the preparations phase. I will add some other client name like SDFC Bank. Click on create and this will be added successfully. Again, I will move into the preparations proposal sent. Let's consider this is completed. Then I will move into the send status. Next, I wanted to add for Yes Bank, HSBC, HDL, Lloyds. I'm not promoting it at all. Just for the example or just for sake of the example of banking system, I'm taking this here, Scotland Bank. Now that's it. Now here, let's consider I've done with RFP creations and share with the client of S Bank. Then I will move this into the proposal send status. Here you can see these are the columns available. Whenever you want, you can add or remove the columns totally depending on you. If I want to increase the number of columns, I can easily do it from the customs or from the settings sections. So based on my customizations, I can see these fields are available. Let's consider we have received the response from the Yes Bank. So it means this will lie into here. If actionable on us, we can keep it here. Next, let's consider HSBC is in preparation phase. SDL is again proposal sent. Response received or evaluations. Maybe we are evaluating or maybe we are discussing about the budget. We can keep the name as budget. Again, I'm moving Scotland Bank into the response received status. Let's consider we have finalized the RFP and we have closed the status. In that case, let's consider Lloyds. I moved into the decided status. It means it's a finalized status. And whenever you will jump on the list view, you can see exactly same informations available in tabular format. Here, you can always add or remove the column number or column name totally depending on what you want to see it here. And at any point of time, you can add any fields here. You can immediately add it here. Now, in this sections also, if I want, I can add more number of layout. By clicking on this, even you can minimize or maximize the fields. So here you can maximize it, and if you want, even you can minimize it from the top. So this is how you can make this easier. Whichever fields you want, you can add it or remove it totally depending on you. And at any point of time, you want to see the status where my RFP is lying. What is the status behind it? I can see the complete status here. Totally depending on you, how you want to see. Even you can see the status in pie chart. Here we have the distributions channel. If you have added any subtask at task, you can see it here. Everything is in task. If you wanted to even divide further, I mean create some smaller steps, you can also add it. Maybe two team members are working, 50% task you have assigned to one and rest 50% task you have assigned to other team members. You can see it here. All those RFP processes are lying into the high bucket. That's the reason it was showing this. Let's consider I will change some of the steps, or I will change some of the RFP. Instead of high, that should looks like medium. Next, I wanted to keep this as highest. Next one, I wanted to keep this as low or maybe major. Now, when I will go back to the summary, I can see different status are created. So totally depending on me, how I want to add, so I can add it here. In terms of assigning, it's everything is unassigned status. That's the reason it was not showing anything. Let's consider it is assigned to me. In this case, in summary, my name will be added. It means 70% of the task is handled by myself. So that's how we can even see the complete stats into Jira. So whenever you'll create RFP, it's very simple in Jira. It will be a complete streamline process. Whichever steps you will move, it will give you a detailed insight on it. And this is easier and quicker enough to generate the insight which will help you to even share with your business team with whom you are working or with whom you are reporting. Inside the calendars, even you can add the due dates. So here you can see when I added the due date of Citibank, this is added. It means it will keeps hitting me. This is the due date for Citibank. I can see it quickly. This is also helping us to analyze what is the upcoming dates for any clients. If the dates are closer, we have to quickly do the task or quickly finish the task. Otherwise, we'll miss the deadline. In the timeline sections, the timelines are majorly visible in weekly, monthly, or quarterly basis. So whenever you'll have dates, add the update on month due dates. Basically this will be available. And if we have any dependency, let's consider I'm working on SDL as well, and the due dates for SDL is, let me first add it, then I will explain you. Now due date of SDL is 26. Let me go to the timeline. Let's consider we have the dependencies. No, let me go to the board. Let's consider due date for HDL is 26. When I will go back to timeline, I can see this. If Citibank content is depending on this, unless and until this is not over, I won't be able to say Citibank content is finished. So here I can also add the dependency totally depending on my requirements. I can see this dependency. So once this is finished, then only I will be able to move into this. So this will show the dependency, how I can use it. So that's a process which we have to follow it. But there are a lot more things we have to learn about it. So if you want the complete process, or if you want the complete consulting about this template, feel free to reach out to me, where I can dedicate some time for you to streamline your processes, and based on that, you can make your life smoother, or you can make your RFP process streamlined. So that's how we can use the Jira to create the RFP and move into the different verticals. So whenever you are looking for any consulting about Jira and other project management tool, let me know. I'll be happy to jump on call and discuss it for. That's all from today's video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within the circle. And your feedback and suggestions are always important for me. So whenever you think any feedback to share with me, always add in the comment sections. Thank you for watching.